What's up, folks? Trip Smith here on YouTube, and welcome to my gear closet. This is where I keep a lot of my camping gear. This isn't all of it, but this is most of it, and of course it's not all camping gear. There's some household stuff in here too, and you're gonna have to forgive the terrible lighting because we just got harsh lighting in here. I'm trying to help it out over here with this light, but yeah. So this is a closet, and you come inside and it's pretty much my space. I do like trying to be organized, so I have these big file cabinet things that I purchased off of like Gov Deals. Got them for like super cheap, and they are great for housing all of my gear. They're just super nice with all of their drawers. So whenever you first walk in, right here I have a lot of my jackets hung up. I have an old Gil sailing jacket, a Go Light puffer jacket, Mountain Hardwear Windbreaker fleece, Circle City CrossFit jacket, my backpack that I use here lately on my Backfire E skateboard, and then my Revolution Race rain jacket. Also over here in the corner, I have this big, huge Hawaiian sling pole spear. Oh, and I share this with some other stuff too, you know, like brooms and dustpans and pieces of flooring trim. But this is my huge Hawaiian sling that I have yet to use, and my father-in-law gave it to me. He's had it for years, and I saw it in his house and I was like, what is that? He's like, you can have it. Sometimes junk doesn't want to stay in the corner. And then you come down below that, in this little corner, I've just got some music stuff, a guitar, a little travel guitar, and some music stands and banners for Rockadoc and things like that. Up on top, I've got a light, of course, but up on top I've got an empty tote over there that I use sometimes. And here I have a box full of skiff hats that I had made that the sewing job with the patches wasn't so great, so there's about 30 hats in there that I need to throw away or either take the patches off. I just haven't done it yet. And over here I've got some bedding and stuff for the boat or the old camper I used to have, and an old camera bag. And here's a little light I'm using to light the scene a little better. And here I've got one of my awesome storage file cabinet things. Up on top I've got some guitar cases. I have a few guitars up here, but I also have my Red Paddle Co. Waterproof deck bag for my paddle board. Love that thing. And I've got a case here for a teleprompter that I'm gonna start using. Now in this first big cabinet, I have everything labeled. Some of that stuff needs to be updated. Open this up. Boom. Very nice. It comes out, just got some electrical stuff, tools, more tools, and random wires in here. This next one, you see I do have an air mattress, tent, a cot, mold CDs, got some extra room in there. Next one down, some cash boxes for Rockadoc, my little first aid emergency response bag for Rockadoc if there was ever something happened. And here I've got my old ukulele, my slack line right here, some Frog Talk rain pants, and an old tent that I probably need to get rid of. There's actually a decent amount of stuff in here that I need to get rid of. Anybody need some stuff? Down in the next one, my cleaning stuff. I got my cleaning bucket for whenever I wash my boat. All my stuff is in here. I just grab this and go. I got some Armor All wipes, some different random cleaning stuff, a bunch of super clean stuff that works super well. Down in the bottom, of course, I do have some footwear down in here, then some paint and house stuff in there. Moving on over, let's draw our attention to the pegboard wall up here. Bunch of random stuff. One thing that stands out are my favorite hats here by Imperial Headwear. Got them all hung up here. Then I have some of my other favorite hats. My Napa racing hat, I wear that when I'm racing. And then my old Jack Daniels hat that we found on the first subscriber trip. And you can see I've got some random stuff, some old kind of collector's item Rockadoc maps up there, different household odds and ends, and I'm blurring the shot. And then some, different hardware and stuff that I use around the house. And down here, just some scattered junk. Here's like a tool bag from my skiff that I need to go through and kind of like re-oil all the tools to protect them from the moisture and stuff. Saltwater environment. Oh, check this out. This is, let me show you. This is a picture of a car that I wrecked when I was 16 years old and broke my leg pretty bad. It was my grandmother's car that I borrowed a week after my truck got stolen. And I wanted to see how fast it was going, so I hit a huge oak tree head on at about 100, 120 mile an hour. I'm alive, thank you, Lord. Whew. Then I got this workbench here, and then underneath, just some random, mainly Rockadoc stuff. Got a big Kelty tarp here, but I've got lights and stuff for Rockadoc down there. A bunch of totes stacked with one that has stuff in it. All this is Rockadoc related things. Then as we come around to the top of this next file cabinet, got some light bulbs, got my red cooler. Oh, got a cowboy hat I bought. I never really wore much. I did wear it in one video though. And I've got a big PA speaker right here. I guess we'll continue around. Up here I have a sleeping pad. I have my AGS Max sleeping bag in a bag up here, then just a bunch of totes for Rockadoc all the way down. And down here at the bottom I have some solar panels, Anchor, and Blue Eddy that I use on the boat. Love those things. Then that brings us to this other big file locker, and these things are cool because some of them have some pull-out shelves, so you just have some extra counter space for working or, you know, collecting gear, packing gear on. Up here at the top of this one, let's bring it closer. I have my bag that you guys see me use. It has all of my most used gear that I use on like all my boat adventures, so I take this bag on my boat, and I just kind of leave this thing pretty much packed. So here's the stuff that you guys see me use all the time. Like the top thing, my string lights. We've got some muscle milk in here. Got a fillet knife my buddy Ron gave me that I don't think I've had the chance to use yet. And just a bunch of different odds and ends that you guys see me use all the time. Down in this next drawer I have it labeled bags. This is where I keep a lot of empty bags that I will put things in as I'm going on trips as I need them. I have dry bags in here, just stuffed sacks, my homemade duct tape dry bag for my guitar, my Sea Dory bag that I put my pot and stuff in, then some random stuff sacks, and over here I have a bunch of little small bags. Whenever I would buy gear, they come with a bunch of small bags, you know, and I just kind of keep these little bags because you never know when you might need them. This is a blood pressure cuff bag, scallop bag, you know, sunglasses. You never know when you may need to come over here and just grab a little bag, so I like to keep those. And then in this other one I have a lot of my kind of more used bags. You guys see me use these mesh bags a lot, so I just have all kind of stuff. Down one more, we have just some more random stuff. Of course, a case of muscle milk. This is a music stand. I have a grow light here because at one time I was trying to grow some vegetables up here inside. Here I've got my heated vest you guys saw in my last video. This is a Russian MRE that's coming up in a video soon. Then I have this little box down here that I put all my toboggans and gloves and stuff in. You know, kind of keep it all kind of somewhat organized, not in one place. And of course I've got a coontail in here. Yeah, perfect spot for it. So next I come on around to my gear locker, and this mostly just stays open. I got some wire drawers in here, and then just some shelves. I actually bought this at like a charity fundraiser auction at our church when I went to El Salvador. It was an auction to raise money for the mission trip that we were going on. And I bought this for like, I don't know, it was like 20 or 30 bucks or something. It's awesome. But this is where I keep a lot of my gear that I go to a lot of my smaller gear. Like I'm always digging in here for all kind of stuff. Up in the top I keep a lot of my lightweight stuff. Here is my MCN Grizzly hammock. I've got my homemade tarp here, and I have two homemade hammocks there. Then here's my what is that, Sierra Madre Ninox that I need to sell. Anybody want to buy my hammock? I've used it like what, twice. Back there I got some denatured alcohol. And here I've got some snacks that I get for Christmas, because a lot of times I just ask for food and snacks because I don't know, I really like that stuff. Oh no! But I got almonds in here, pistachios, some jerky, you know, different stuff. I'll just come up here and grab food out of when I'm packing. Now down here in the top drawer, I've got a lot of neoprene stuff like my vest and my shorts. And I have my fan that I love dearly and appreciate so much in the summertime. This is an old water filter. This is actually Tyler Farr's. He left it. I kind of dried it out and cleaned it and saved it for if I ever do another trip with him, I'll give it back to him. And then here's a dry bag little thing. It's really sweet and awesome from Red Original. And also over here, I have my inflatable air mattress. Right here in this second drawer down, this is where I keep a lot of my smallest gear. These are my swim goggles. I really only use these when I go to the pool and swim laps. But in here, got my old bug net. It probably doesn't need to be in there, but I've got a brand new Lucy lantern that I'm keeping, of course. A thermocell I don't really use, but where's the stuff I do use? Here's my knife, right? Look here, my gear hanger, toilet paper bag. Yeah, I use that all the time. My Blue Lizard sunscreen I pack every time. This knife I sometimes pack a lot. Used to pack all the time. I keep my sporks in here. I don't know, bug spray, sunblock, I don't know. Awesome paddle leash from campingkayaking.com. Some different little small containers that I put stuff in. And down in the next one is also more frequently used stuff, just kind of larger things. Here's my food bag that's still kind of half packed, ready for the next adventure. Look at there, sardines, baby, yes. I got a brand new water bag because my other one, I dropped it and broke it, busted it. This is my Lucy lantern that I bring on all my trips. My pot, GPS, the accessory hammock or gear hammock goes under the Sierra Madre hammock. So if you buy the hammock, you can have this. Here's a contractor trash bag and a Ziploc that I'll throw in my backpack on the last trip, just in case it was, I needed to waterproof things. And here is my little toiletries first aid bag that I carry with me on basically every single adventure I go on, even my day trips. My pack towel, my little homemade wet wipe bag. Oh, there it is, the Grizzly Foot Quattro. That's a famous stove right there. This is a Pyramid mosquito net by Sea to Summit. I haven't used it. I thought I was going to use it for something, but I ended up not. Here's my water filter system with that water filter that needs replacing. My Bitty Big Q grill. Love that thing. It's awesome. And yeah, I do like it better than my Quattro, but they don't even make the Quattro anymore. And I've got a bag with some random rope and line in it. That yellow stuff's the best. It's a Zingit Arborist line. Then I got my stakes in here that, always fall on the ground. Then I have this solar panel by, yep. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, down here I've also got this for Christmas. Some dried shrimp snacks. So these are meant to be eaten, so that'll be nice. Get back up there. Then I keep some Night Eyes S-Beaners on here. I will always just grab those and clip them to whatever I'm using. And in this drawer, I kind of have both my sleeping bag liners, my homemade one, and my Outdoor Vitals one. Oh, look back there. There's my Trio chair and my Quadra-Rest chair. These are some insulated down socks, which so are these. This is my inflatable travel neck pillow by Sea to Summit. I got my hammock straps down there. Here's my running trail gaiters. My two big umbrella hats. Those are awesome. And here's my old Stanley cook pot that I used to use whenever I cook over the fire, and I'll still use that if I ever plan on cooking over a fire. I mainly just use, if I plan on boiling water, I'll use this titanium Toaks 550 milliliter pot, and I have my alcohol stove and everything inside it. So it's lighter, smaller, clean. This one's all charred up where you cook over the fire on it. Down in this next one, I just have a few dry bags, which that's really, I don't know, I may just need to consolidate all these into this bag drawer. Then over here in this little crook, I have my trekking poles, and I have an old insulated foot pad. I used to put this in my hammock under my heels to keep the cold off back when I had a 3/4 length underquilt. Here's my tent poles, whatever, for the Ninox Rainfly. That thing is very nice. Then down here in this bottom drawer, I have my old 3/4 length Jarbidge underquilt. I have my old top quilt, the orange one I used to use for years and years. And I have a big bag in here. And then some unique hammock straps, some bungee cord, and a big, huge, 3-gallon water bladder. Over here on the door, this is my bag that I always carry that has all my toiletries, and sometimes I'll put my flashlights and electronics in there. But I always carry this with me. I love it. Oh, snap. Oh, man. It's by Ravando. And then behind it, I have my Seal Line map case. And in there right now, you can see I just have some notes from a video. Is that what that is? So these are my notes where I was filming the video of why I go alone. Then on this side, this is the mileage and stuff on the Okalocny trip on the skiff. So that's the last time I used this. But yeah, I just have two little nails up here that I hang this on. And then this hangs up here ever so nicely. And up on top of that, I got a few other totes, like that's got cornhole bags in it for Rockadox, and just some empty totes, some more light bulbs, an old, really cheap Bobo battery bank that I need to just throw away. And I got a thing full of Murphy's Natural stuff that I really love and I'm kind of keeping. Carry on over here, I have this shelf unit that used to be in my office. If you guys remember in the backdrop of my videos, I have my old laptop up there. Here's a box of some surplus military bug nets that someone sent me, but I never have used them and I feel kind of bad. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. Here's my cowboy hat with the coon skin on it, and I was supposed to be gluing that coon tail. Supposed to glue right there. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, got some bullets in here. Some my favorite water bottles that I save. Down here, I do some painting. I have some of my buffs and stuff that a buddy of mine, Dan, of course, the Masked Man Fishing Charters. You guys see me wearing this buff all the time. He gave me that stuff. That's why I wear it. Then down below, I have a couple big plastic totes that I will toss gear into as I'm packing, and I'll take these out to my truck or the boat and unpack them. And here, oh, check this out, new piece of gear, an Angler Aid first aid safety kit in a cool waterproof box that is coming in a future video. And in here I just have some stuff that kind of goes with on all my trips that I don't really pack away. Some water bottles, this waterproof tote that I kind of put all my electronics in a lot of times. Of course, my inflatable belt PFD that I wear on the SUP. And then here, something I carry on all my adventures that I have never shown you guys. I'll show you right now. So right in here in this dry bag, when I go on any of my boat adventures on the skiff or the Sea Dory, I always carry this with me. I don't know why I haven't shown you guys. It's basically one of those emergency jump boxes. And make sure she's charged. Looks like I need to recharge it, huh? Well, darn. I thought it was good the last time I checked it. Apparently not. I need to recharge this. Alright, that's on my to-do list. Recharge her. Well, one day whenever I do need this thing and it's charged, it's going to come in really handy. I'm so silly. I thought it was charged. I've probably been running it for 2.5, 3 years or something, and I probably checked it after 6 months after I used it, so no telling how long it's been dead. And then right over here on this wall I have my backpack, and then inside I have my hammock gear full-length Econ 32 degree underquilt that I really love. I just keep it in there to keep it fluffed up and keep the bag fluffed up, and I don't know, I think it looks pretty good hanging right there. I don't know. So, sort of. I'm going to include a link to some of the gear down below because there's so much gear in here I can't link to it all, but go check out another video where I use all this gear and make crazy awesome adventures with it. If you have any questions about it, or if you want to see anything a little more specifically, let me know in the comments below. And until then, just appreciate y'all watching. Get out there, God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next video or adventure. Love ya.